Attorney-at-law Nigel Hughes, who represents the Henry boys, said it has been 2 years since the brutal murder of cousins Joel and Isaiah Henry, and no credible investigation has ever been done in the matter. He was speaking at a memorial event at West Coast Base. He said the time has come to say enough is enough.
You will remember when this murder took place, the first thing we did was we said, let us call for an international independent investigation. It's 2 years afterwards, and we have had no credible investigation into the murder of the Henry boys. But worse than that, we have had malicious acts in which they have charged people who are not responsible for the death of Harry Singh.
He said the confidence in the Guyana Police Force is at its lowest ever.
Confidence in the Guyana Police Force is at its lowest ever. Have you noticed that since those two Henry boys were murdered, we had a murder in Essequibo, a man sleeping in his bed next to his wife with no clothes on, shot while he lay in his bed next to his wife at 4 o'clock in the morning. And shot by whom? And what was the first thing the police said? We keep forgetting this. The very first thing the Guyana Police Force said was that the man attacked the police and got shot. I want you to sit down, as the Rastas would say, and itate about this. The only reason that the police retracted and retreated from that statement was because his wife came out and said he was lying next to him or her. If you think about it, a lot of the good men of the force retire out at much lower ranks than they were supposed to get. I can go all the way back to Mr. Chester, who should have been our best commissioner of police, but retired out because they kept extending the life of a commissioner they wanted. So we have to be smart and look at how they operate. It's not single, it's on multiple bases. And we have to expand the struggle outside of the community of West Coast Bodies. We have to expand the struggle outside of Georgetown, outside of Linden, outside of Lusignan. We have to be smart, and we have to bring on board international pressure, first of all, to demonstrate the injustice that we continue to suffer from, so that pressure can be brought upon them from all angles to reform the Guyana Police Force. This struggle has to be coordinated, and brothers and sisters, I will ask you that this struggle has to be sustained, and we have to be prepared for the battle in the long run.
The remains of the two cousins were found at Cotton Tree Back Dam, where their spines severed. An X was carved on one of their foreheads and multiple chop wounds about their bodies. To date, the motive for this heinous act remains a mystery.